victim. This is the pressure washer that I share with a good friend. And we bought this back, oh gosh, I don't know, 15 years ago. And the pump went, it was just a cheap, good motor, but a cheap pump. And now we put a, the pump was worth more than the whole unit was together, used. And since then I've learned how to repair stuff a little better. And right now on this one, I don't have to show you, but to start it you have to squeeze the trigger to take pressure off the system so that the engine will turn over easier. So now I'm just going to clean the unloader. That's all I'm going to do, and then probably change the oil in the pump and the motor. There we go. Now, pumps are crazy in such that there are so many different sizes of bolts and nuts and odd things like 11/16 and, you know, it's not the standard 5/8, 9/16, 3/4. In fact, let's just see what that is. I got a hunch it's like 13/64 or something really weird. Yes, my ultrasonic cleaner is buzzing away there. Nope. 7/8? Yes, it's a 7/8. But you never know what they're going to be. I think a pump guy would know, right? Okay, so here we go. We're going to start taking stuff apart and lining it up. Let's use Bob's tray. Double wide 6. Well, you know, it's not too bad so far. The last one I did on one of these was just a mess. So we're just going to keep on trucking, baby. So there we are. We're looking now at the inside of the, there's a regular straight slot screwdriver in there. And this is the adjustment right here for high-low pressure right there. So okay, let's take that apart. And just 2 turns, 3 turns, 4 turns, 5 turns, 6 turns, 7 turns. So it's not going in or out. Okay. I don't think anything is happening there. Doesn't feel good. Feels too tight. Come off there. There it comes. Just when I start to give up, right? It's brass. You gotta be so careful. Doesn't feel right. I must be off now. Hey, all I'm trying to do is clean this bypass valve. So I've taken the bottom one out, now I'm taking the top one out. Let the camera roll, that's what they say. I might have to take the front nose off the chassis here. We'll see. Oh, there my buzzers, my ultrasonic cleaner's finished. I'm using it more and more all the time. Good, okay. That's just great. So basically I've just taken everything apart, cleaned it as best I could. I mean, there's some corrosion there, that's where the pressure is, right? But I think it's going to be just great. So we are going to just put this back together again. It's a quality unit. I've only got one surprise washer that came off of here and I don't know where it goes. Doesn't go there. So we will figure it out. Got one little washer there. And it just looks like it goes on any one of these guys. This one looks like the one. So I'm just going to put it back together and we'll give it a go. Okay, my friends, I found out exactly why the bypass was not working properly, and I'll just put this down for a minute. Let's get this screw out of here. This is a piece of the brass threads that came out of this. This is a thing that pops back and forth, right? And this was stripped to the threads. But luckily, maybe, we can screw this in a little bit further and catch the last of the threads. So this tiny little piece of brass was on the threads of that, the end of that brass inlet. Craziness. So now I'm going to put this back together. Good. Okay, I'm just going to reassemble now. Well, hello my friends. First of all, you remember I repaired this pressure washer and I got that tiny little threaded ball valve reseated, and then I managed to still have enough adjustment on the pump. The pump has more capacity than the motor, so I just turned up the volume on the pump until the motor started to bog and then backed it off just a hair. So now it's power wash the garage time, and I've cleaned out most everything that's not on wheels except for those things there, but there's not much of a footprint there. And there's everything on the benches. I've just pushed it all up there. And now you get to watch me power wash the floor of the garage. So I've done quite a bit. Like the gas cans are empty, so they're up there. The compressor won't leave a footprint, and I'll make sure the generator doesn't get wet. It's easy to do. And you just have to let it dry if you get it a little wet. So yeah, let's do this. I'm excited. I don't know how to set you up. So I'm going to do that side of the garage first. And you might get wet, but the camera is waterproof to a level, all right? And we'll see if this bypass valve on the, pressure washer actually does its trick, and I don't have to squeeze the handle on on the wand. Okay. You guys still watching? Yep. Okay, now we're going to change direction. Are we still on? Yes. Okay, now we're going to squeegee. So I've had some questions on how I keep my floor so clean. This is one, and then the other one is I use a leaf blower all the time to get rid of the dust. It's like the NASCAR guys blowing the nuts off the pits, right? And then I also use my squeegee after I power wash. And then the stuff on wheels, you know, the imprint is a ½ inch, right? So let's just do a little squeegee and then I'll shut you off. Get it in the corners first. How many of you guys out there have shoveled a rink? You just go to one side on 2/3 of the blade. But since I've started using the leaf blower, this is a lot easier. So I'll come back when I'm done. All right, I'm starting to put a few things back. So that's a lot better. It's starting to dry out even. Let's just do a stand back and look at my messy benches right now. Okay, my friends, that's about it. I turned on the compressor, no sparks. There's the power washer I used. All the oils and lubricants and stuff. My other compressor and my chop saw. Miter box actually, and then the ladder selections. They kind of go behind my truck, which sits right here, right? I decided to stand those up vertically. They seem to take up a little bit less room on the floor. And there's where I wash my hands. Sonic cleaner, batteries, big tools, small tools in there, workbench, everyday tools. Welding table that can be rolled out, wheels, right? The welder's on there. That's my small engine toolboxes. And then cleaning supplies and coats in the corner. And then the office. Back where we started. And it's almost dry. And it's late fall here now, but we managed. Alberta can be an interesting place to live. I mean, we had snow on the last day of summer. And looking out to my yard, well, we'll just go and have a little boob. You can see the hose is out there right now, but it's actually, oh yeah, there's a broom left. But it's actually pretty nice, and that snow actually helped to make the grass greener. This is where I did a brush, and I said, you guys remember now, I might be mowing grass. If you guys happen to see lawnmower videos in the future, don't be surprised and don't say anything, because there's still green grass under there, eh? Lots of it. So in another couple of days we'll be back to green grass. So thanks for watching this one, guys. Just about dry. I'll leave the big doors open for a little longer yet.